Next, we'll talk about how do we determine the right model complexity. What should be the exact complexity? Okay. So the ideal complexity is that of a model that produces the lowest generalization error. Okay. So what is the meaning of complexity? Model complexity. Model complexity means if you use decision tree, so if you increase the branches, if you increase the leaf, okay, that means we are increasing the decision tree complexity. Now, if it is a rule-based system, if you increase the number of rules, that means you are increasing the complexity. If it is a neural network, if you increase the hidden nodes or if you increase the hidden layers, the ideal complexity is that of a model that produces the lowest generalization error. So we have a model 1 with say complexity say C1, and we have a model 2, same model, okay, same concept, say both are decision tree, and here the complexity say 2, and assume that complexity C1 is greater than complexity C2. So model 1 is much more complex than model 2, and if you apply the same training data, if you use the same training data, and it will give the generalization error, okay, generalization error. So if generalization error is greater than generalization error 2, if generalization error 1 is more than generalization error 2, that means we have to select model 2. But if generalization 2 is greater than generalization 1, that means we have to select model 1. Okay. Now we can see one simple example through which you can expect, say, method 1. We will discuss the method. So method number 1. Say we have created some one decision tree. So with the help of same training data, we have identified these two models. So here the complexity of this model is much more higher than this one. So here you can see how many internal nodes are there. So total nodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes are there, and here only 3 nodes are there. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leaves are there. Here 1 to 4 leaves are there. So definitely this particular model is much more complex than this one. So here if you calculate the error, so this is what figure 1 and figure 2. So for error 1, you can see the misclassification error is what? This is, here we use the majority vote classification. So this will be definitely for plus, this will be for minus, this will be for minus, this will be for plus, this will be for plus, this will be for plus, this will be for minus class level. And here the error will be what? This is the plus level, but it will minus will appear, minus appeared, so it is error will be what? 1. This is the error, okay, this is one error, this is another error, okay, this is another error, okay, this is another error. So 4 errors are there, and total say 30 data are there. Okay, what is the error? Error is what? It is 4 by 30 into 100. If you multiply with, it is 13.33% error. But here if you see the error here, you can see here, so majority levels, so plus, minus, plus, plus. So the errors are 3 plus 2, okay, these 3 plus 2 minus 2, these 2 divided by 30. So here it is what? 9 by 30. Here answer is what? If you multiply with 100, it is 30% error. Okay, so same decision tree, but we have the errors are different. Sorry, with the help of same training data, we have identified these two models. Hence, the errors are also different. Now the next method 2, incorporating the model complexity. Okay, so here we can concept is called, it is called Occam's razor principle. So given two models with the same generalization error, the simpler model is preferred over the more complex model. Okay, say model is there, model 1, okay, and model 2. So the complexity is a C1, its complexity is C2, and if the generalization error 1, and here it is the generalization error 2, and if the complexity, if GE1 is equal to GE2 and complexity of C1 is greater than complexity C2, then C2 is preferred. Okay, so given two model with the same generalization error, the simpler model is preferred over the more complex model. Okay, so C1 is greater than C2. That means what? Complexity of C1 is more than complexity of C2. So here we have to prefer the C2. Now another concept is there that is called pessimistic error estimate. It is called pessimistic error estimate. Okay, so the formula is very simple. It is EGT, it is number of errors plus X into P by total data, where P is the penalty term, P is the penalty term. Okay, X is the number of output node, number of leaf node or number of rules, etc. Now if you can see this one, these two tree. Okay, so we can see number of errors. So in this case, what is the number of errors? So the number of errors is what? It is 4. Okay, you can see here formula is what? To number of errors. So number of errors, it is what? It is 4 plus X into P, number of output nodes. So how many leaves are there? You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Assume the penalty is 0.5. Let P is equal to 0.5 divided by total number of data. So total number of data, say what? It is 30. Okay, so 30. This is for the tree 1. Okay, so this is EGT1. Similarly, EGT2, we can how many errors are there? Total errors, it is 9. Plus how many leaves are there? How many number of output nodes? So 1 2 3 4. So 4 into the penalty. So what is the penalty? Penalty, assume it is 0.5 divided by that data, and if you solve it, so here the output will be, it is 0.25 and here it is 0.3667. So you can see here this value is much more than this one. So definitely we have to select this particular model. Okay, and that is the end of this particular video. Thank you very much.